Hello, my beautiful people. Today I wanted to share with you why I decided to start working with a life coach and what my experience has been specifically with Lindsay Preston's 21-day Life Lovers Challenge. Lindsay Preston is a certified life coach that I've been working with for about a month, and her program is neuroscience based, meaning that everything that she teaches is all focused around rewiring your brain so that you basically create the life that you want to live. And I have been absolutely loving working with her. The reason that I even wanted to get started in this journey is because I was just at a place in my life where I was feeling very frustrated with myself because I started battling with depression and anxiety, I would say really heavily the last 2 years. And it started to make me a not good person. I started to become someone that I didn't really recognize. I feel like I was just always complaining. I was just a negative Nancy. I feel like I always saw the glass half empty, constantly nitpicking everything, constantly kind of instigating, and I could just tell that I was bringing the people around me down. I was no longer the light, and which is so crazy because for a majority of my life, I feel like I always brought really good energy. I feel like I always, was just pouring out love and kindness and compassion, and I just turned into kind of like a Grinch, I was just not happy, and I constantly felt drained and tired, and I was just, I don't even know how to describe it, just toxic and negative. And my life was just kind of turning into something that I didn't want, and I feel like I wasn't doing things that made me happy, and I felt like I just didn't have any passion for anything. I didn't really have any goals anymore. I wasn't working towards something, and so I just got to a point where I got really frustrated with myself because as much as I recognized that something was wrong, I tried to fix, but it always felt like I was going 2 steps forward and then 5 steps back. And finally, at the end of last year is when I really started to dive into like, how do I change? How do I fix myself? Because I just didn't want to be negative and unhappy anymore. And started watching a lot of YouTube videos, started reading books, listening to podcasts, and just trying to enlighten myself and learn more self-development and self-help so that I could become a better version of myself. I feel like I learned a lot. I definitely got a lot of good nuggets from every single place. And I came into the new year really with a new mindset of leaving the negativity behind me. And so I was working on myself, and I just felt like there was something missing. I felt like I needed a mentor or some guidance. So when I saw the opportunity to work with Lindsay, I jumped on it like that because I don't know, I just had a pull in my heart, and I just knew that it was something that I wanted to do. And I had never really looked into life coaching before. I had never really even heard much about it. But when I looked into Lindsay's page and when I looked into her Instagram, I was just really drawn to her because she's just very empowering, and her podcast, listening to her podcast is also amazing. So I just felt like she embodied a lot of features that I want to embody: a lot of peace, a lot of love, a lot of compassion. And after our first one-on-one call, I knew that I wanted to work with her because even just from talking to her, you can tell that her heart is in the right place. There's one thing that I would want to take from her, it's her work ethic, because that girl's on point. Like, she's a mom, she has a baby, and she devotes so much time, and everything that she does, I feel like it's so wholehearted. But I'm kind of getting off topic. But basically, I got the opportunity to start working with her. She was going to launch a 21-day Life Lovers Challenge group, and so a bunch of us ladies got into this group, and pretty much the Life Lovers Challenge is 21 days of videos and 21 days of like writing workbook, taking notes, and like stuff like that. And every single day we learned a new thing, basically. Duh. During these 21 days, I had so many aha moments, so many things clicked in my brain, so many mindset shifts, so many tactics and tricks that you could use to just help make your life more enjoyable and take more control of your mind, which I feel like, Man, after learning some of the stuff in this challenge, it just really makes you so much more aware of what's going on in your mind, in your heart, within you, your intuition. After doing this challenge with the tools that I've learned, I just feel a lot more empowered and a lot more in control. And I'm not by any means saying that every single day was full of rainbows and sunshines, because obviously, like, when you struggle with anxiety and depression, you're gonna have those, you know, bad days, bad times. But I will say that when I caught myself in that, it was so much more easy to recognize and so much more easy to pull myself out of. Even now, just sitting with you, I already feel so much more at peace, so much more happy, so much more clarity. Like, it's amazing how much clarity I have gotten from just the last month. One of the first things that Lindsay has us do in the challenge is to create a goal that we're going to do for the next 21 days. And this goal is based off of your values. When we started doing that activity, it was so hard for me to pull my values. And when I realized I was struggling with even recognizing what my values were, I was like, wow, this is definitely a red flag. Like, if you don't know what your values are, then how do you even know what you're working towards? And even just redefining my values has helped me so much. I now have a goal that I have in mind that I'm reaching for, that makes me excited, that I'm passionate about, and it just feels so nice to feel alive again, to feel that light start to turn on again. And I'm just so excited because after the 21-day challenge, I'm jumping into what's called Become an Unstoppable Woman. And in this specific program, it's 90 days long, but it goes into a lot more depth, a lot more healing, which is what I feel like I really need. And I think that's why I've been struggling so bad, because when I was a kid and things would happen in my family life and in my household, one thing that my dad would always say is stay strong, stay strong. And what stay strong meant to him was like, don't let things faze you, keep pushing through, keep moving forward, which was a great strategy and worked for me for a very long time. But I feel like once I hit adulthood and once even bigger things started to happen, I just feel like I could no longer hold all of that in. And I feel like that's why I was just constantly freaking out. And, you know, that's when I really started to struggle and have mind battles and just constantly overthink and constantly overanalyze. And it's been a little rough. It's been a little rough, and I just feel like I'm super excited for the Become an Unstoppable Woman, because I'm so tired of holding on to this fear and this shame and this guilt, and I'm just ready to be a high vibrating person again, a high energy, a good energy, a loving, a light in the world. Like, that's what I long to be again, and I know that I will be there. I know that I'm going to become my authentic self again. And I'm just super stoked because it's been too long. If you can relate to anything that I've been talking about as far as like struggling with depression and anxiety and kind of being a not fun person to be around, leave a comment in the comment box below. I want you to know that I know your pain. I know how hard it is. I know how it feels to feel like your life sucks and like you don't know what to do and you don't know where to start. I just want you to know that there is hope. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. You are going to get through this. And if you can, I highly, highly, highly recommend doing Lindsay's 21-day Life Lovers Challenge. You're going to learn things here that are going to help you for the rest of your life. I have taken so much from this challenge, so many tips and tricks and tactics that I just never knew before, and I feel like they have just been helping me so much with dealing with certain situations. Even as things come up, I'm able to apply my tools and my resources to not let it ruin my day and to be strong and to be empowered. And I'm just so grateful that I found Lindsay, and I'm so grateful that I've done her challenge, and I can't wait to see how I am or who I am at the end of the next 90 days, because if I can learn that much in 21 days, I can only imagine what's gonna happen in 90. And I can't wait to share it with you guys, because man, that's one of the main reasons that I haven't been active on YouTube, is because when you're not feeling good about yourself and when you're not happy, you don't want to record and upload it on the internet. Like, let's just be real here. You don't want to share your unhappy times and your bitterness and your grouchiness with the world. Like, who's gonna benefit from that? Nobody. And that's honestly the main reason that I haven't uploaded consistently, because I've been in some rough times, and I'm not here to say that my life sucks and my life is so bad, because there's definitely been highs and there's definitely been lows. And I'm just finally glad to see the light at the end of the tunnel, finally glad to be excited about life again, and just ready to move forward and to become the best version of me. And I am so grateful for all of you guys that have been supporting me and have been super kind to me even through these hard times. A lot of you have reached out and just shown your love and your support, and I am so grateful for that. And I don't know how to thank you enough. I know I still have a long way to go and a ton of healing to do, but I'm excited and I'm feeling happy and I'm in a better mood than I've been in such a long time. My body is even less tense, like I'm not as stressed. It's easier for me to smile. Can you believe? I mean, maybe if you can relate, you can believe. But there was a time in my life where it literally felt foreign to smile. Like, smiling felt weird because I just really didn't feel like smiling, and that's kind of heartbreaking. I would think about it now, I would honestly, oh my god, I don't want to cry right now, but I would be sad about it. Like, why does it feel so hard to smile? Oh my god. I really do feel like my lowest times are behind me, and I'm so excited for that because that was just a rough season of life for me, and I'm so glad that it's over. If you can relate to anything that I was saying of feeling like negative and toxic and unhappy, and you want to change, I highly recommend doing Lindsay's 21-day challenge. If you are interested in doing it, it normally goes for $99, and she did give me a coupon code for $20 off, so if you're interested, now would be a super great time. I think it would end up being $77. If you need the guidance and the help, I highly recommend doing it. It's about $3.60 per day. That's less than your Starbucks, and it's gonna change your life. Like, she's amazing. You're going to love her. The program is worth every penny, and if you do it, let me know in the comments down below, because that means you're gonna be put in our little Facebook group. Thank you guys so much for listening to my review and my rambles. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any videos from me, and I hope that you all have an amazing rest of your week. And don't forget to spread more love. Bye guys. Besitos.